Note: the reason I used text-to-speech for this video is due to my computer being the living room with people in it. I might someday use my voice in these types of videos, since I love lost media. And by the way, this is fair use as well. Thank you for reading this. When it comes to lost media, there are infamous types of media that are lost or found, like Clockman, Spend a Day with Spongebob, Mickey Mouse in Vietnam, Kids Fun Festival, cracks and many more. But what about the other lost media that people either never or barely talk about? I'm talking about these types of lost media that are obscure or less known, so today I'm showing you guys and gals, lost media that no one seems to talk about. Let's begin. Best Damn Sports Show Period. The Best Damn Sports Show Period was an American sports television show that aired on Fox Sports Net and Comcast Sports Net. The show regularly featured irreverent and opinionated interviews with top athletes, coaches, celebrities, and entertainers. It also aired top 50 countdown shows and other sports specialty shows. The show lasted from July 23, 2001 to June 30, 2009. Although bits and pieces have since been scattered online, the full episodes are currently lost, with a handful of top 50 countdowns being online. Pizza Night with Pizza Steve. Pizza Night with Pizza Steve, also known as Pizza Night with Pizza Steve and Mr. Gus, is a former 2-hour Friday night Cartoon Network block, hosted by Pizza Steve and Mr. Gus from Uncle Grandpa. The block also featured the titular characters in short skits during the commercial breaks. It's also the replacement of Cartoon Planet on Fridays. It aired from 7 to 9 from September 6, 2013 to February 2014. Interestingly, the skits are still on the Cartoon Network's Facebook page. Although most skits are found, there are still some blocks that are lost. Disorder in the Court. Disorder in the Court is an American reality television series from True TV that was produced by Meeting House Productions, the same studio who made the infamous show, World's Dumbest. Each episode features brawls and other chaos inside of real courtrooms or similar events videotaped elsewhere used as evidence in real court cases. Filmed in the style of VH1 single quote "as the greatest," this show features commentary from court officers, attorneys, journalists, judges, and more. Interestingly, the people who appear in this series actually appear in the first season of World's Dumbest. It lasted from September 29, 2006 till January 14, 2014. Bits of the show have surfaced online, although some user who uploaded some of the full episodes on YouTube, unfortunately those were taken down by Warner, who owned Truff. Oddly, Truff's YouTube channel still somehow has clips from the show even though they have since been rebranded to comedy afterwards. Luckily, Vintage Videos uploaded the full episodes on YouTube. Still, 8 out of 24 episodes of the show have been found, with the 8th episode being partially found. The rest are still lost today. Nascar 09 Mobile. NASCAR 09 is the 12th and final simulation installment in the EA Sports NASCAR series and the sequel to 2007 game NASCAR 08. It was released on home consoles and on mobile phones, which we're looking into. To play the game, you text track to 22123 and there's another commercial you can text NASCAR to 777. Basically, you race various tracks with drivers which you pick to drive. At the time this game was released, it was for a certain period of time, and since EA lost their NASCAR license, the game was vanished, likely due to new technology beating the other phones in the market. Despite being forgotten, people actually talk about this in various forums. As for the game, no ROM of the game was dumped, but there's still a couple of videos and various pictures. Monster Freestyle Racing. Monster Truck Madness 2 was a sequel to Monster Truck Madness that was released on April 30, 1998. Over the years, the online community is still strong despite rigs of rods and BeamNG being more popular. Various mods were made for this game, but there's one mod that was meant to be more realistic, like rigs of rods. Monster Freestyle Racing is an update version of Monster Truck Madness 2. It has updated physics, rear steer and etc. Although it's still a beta version, it was still playable. The person who worked on the game through 2009 has real-life family issues causing the game to be scrapped. Sadly, the game is long gone now, but there's various videos online. Monster 4x4, Masters of Metal missing trucks. And speaking of monster trucks, Monster 4x4, Masters of Metal was a Monster Jam licensed video game released November 25, 2003 on consoles. So why do I feature this, you may be asking? Well, there's actually some trucks that never made it to the game, and these trucks are Bounty Hunter, Bustin' Loose, Hulk, Scarlet Bandit, Spider-Man, Thrasher, Wild Thing and Wolverine. Thanks to the Hex editor on the PS2 emulator, 7 out of 9 trucks can be hacked to the game, except for Bustin' Loose and Wild Thing, as no actual data for the trucks exist in the game's code. While 9 trucks are confirmed to be missing, according to Old Boy Jenkins there's around 50 trucks planned for this game. They were scrapped for unknown reasons, maybe because of storage data, but we may never know. Various photos and even video footage can be found online. United Football League, 2009 to 2012. The United Football League was a professional American football minor league from 2009 to 2012. It played games in the fall during the NFL season. It was getting a good start in 2010 until it went downhill in 2011. Then in 2012 the season was shortened. The championship game would have been played on December 1st. Unfortunately, no venue had been chosen for the game, and they folded in 2013. Sam Demo made a good video on the UFO that I recommend checking out. There's actually footage out there of this league with clips and even full games on YouTube. Although, there's still some missing full games that are broadcast, mostly in the 2012 season. Maybe more full games will be online in the future, but for now, we just have to wait. EA Sports College Football 15. NCAA Football 14 was the last college football game made by EA Sports, due to the lawsuit by former UCLA star basketball player Ed O'Bannon. The lawsuit is about NCAA wrongfully using athletes' images commercially. After the lawsuit, NCAA have ended their agreements with EA Sports. Reportedly, EA was actually working on a fully customizable game called College Football 15. The game was to put the league on the players' hands. The player could customize teams, players, stadiums, uniforms, and even craft their own storylines for a college football season. Unfortunately, EA pulled plug of the game because they fear the game would have sold poorly. The only proof of the game's existence was a Polygon report detailing the game, as there's no photos, footage, or even logos made for this game. It's likely this game was planned but never made in development. In December 9, 2021, EA announced they will release a new college football video game in the summer of 2023. Will this game be good? We will have to see. Thanks for watching my video. I've always been very interested in lost media. I know most of the entries are mostly sports, but I couldn't find other lost media to fit here. If you guys have any ideas for my next Talk About Lost Media video, let me know. I'm hoping I'll do more lost media in the future. This is the notorious A.N.T signing off.